Greetings, Intro to PowerPoint students. This is your professor, Jeff Dunker, coming at you for Spring 2021 semester. So this is a late start course, and it starts on April 5th, Monday, but this is preview week, and I wanted to give you a brief overview of the whole course and the course information sheet, the assignment schedule, and essentially how to get access into the e-text, which is a lot of actual activities that you get to do and submit within MindTap. So all the course content is accessible via Blackboard still, but be advised that it's a lot easier to work from the MindTap interface, and I'll show you a little bit about that later. So the first thing I want to do is make sure you're aware of, to email your professor if you have any questions. That link there, that'll directly send me an email, and I'll typically get back to you within 24 hours or less, except on the weekend sometimes. So make sure that you have your assignments done before Saturday, 11:59 p.m. That's when most of your assignments are going to be due. So without further ado, let's go under course information and take a look at this course. So the first thing in there is your course information sheet, aka your syllabus, and I'll open that up in a second to show you what type of assignments you're doing, etc. Be advised I also have a nice little visual calendar there of assignments showing you that April 5th is the beginning of class where you're supposed to be starting to do your work for Module 1 PowerPoint, and that those exercises, those items are all due by 11:59 p.m. That Saturday. So Module 2 work will be due by Saturday, Module 3 by the next Saturday, etc. Keep in mind that you'll do modules 1 through 5 first, and then do the capstone project for modules 1 through 3 at the end. It'll be due on Thursday, the 13th of May, and that'll be the last assignment you have to complete for the class, and that will end the class for you. So let's open up that course information sheet to give you a little bit of detail. The one thing you'll want to buy is Cengage Unlimited or Cengage MindTap, the individual key for the Shelley Cashman series collection for Office 365 2019. So even though the course information sheet shows that you should have Office 2019, you can get by and do the work with 365 as well. It's an e-text, but if you want a printed version, you can go to Cengage.com and rent an actual paper version of that text for $7.99 and then return it. But really, all that e-text stuff is available online, and it's pretty easy to access. So how the course grade breaks down is you have a textbook project each week. So there are 5 projects, module 1 through 5, that are worth a total of 20% of your grade. You have your SAM trainings, and 1 for each module, so there's 5 total trainings for 20% of your grade. I suggest always doing the trainings first before actually doing the readings, because it breaks down every single task for that module, and it explains how you do the work, and then it allows you to practice and then get graded on that task. So I really recommend doing the SAM trainings the first thing that you do for the week. Then you have your end of module projects and your textbooks projects. Do your textbook project prior to the end of module ones to get further practice. And because the end of module projects are worth a little bit more, they're worth 40% of your grade. So textbook projects 20%, SAM trainings 20%, end of module 40%, so that makes 80%. Then you'll have one single final task, which is that capstone project. It's usually 3 times bigger than each end of module project, but it's worth 20% of your grade. So you will have essentially 3 submission attempts for each of these tasks. So if you don't get something right the first time, you can review the grade within MindTap and it'll actually allow you to view the project, and it'll give you a project breakdown of what you did right and wrong, and so you can actually review that document to see how you can fix it and resubmit for a better grade. So just to let you know how I get grades, give you grades. That's the grading mechanism that I just told you about. But your overall grade will be very common lettering scheme and numbers. 93% to 100 would be an A. F would be anything below a 60, and the breakdowns in between is listed. So with this being an online class, we don't really use attendance the regular way. What we do in as an alternative is use your assignments as proof that you're attending that week. So if you didn't do any assignments in 1 week, you are not in attendance for that particular module. So please keep that in mind. But if you want to withdraw, I can't withdraw you. You need to withdraw yourself within the appropriate time frame. So be advised of that once you've started completing assignments. There's tutoring. Let's go back to tutoring. You can find tutor resources under the MCC resources area. So we hire students that previously taken Microsoft Office courses, and they can help you out through MCC Tutor Track. So typically we have a real in-person lab resource center that you can go to, but because of COVID presently, you'll need to get remote help from our tutors, and they're going to have certain schedules, and you can see when they're available through Tutor Track. So let's go into course content, was where you're going to see all your assignments. And for example, I could go into Module 1, and you can see that there's a SAM textbook project, there's your readings, there's the training, which I always recommend doing first, and I'll just put it right up at the top here just so you see that. And then your end of module project. So with that, you can access through course content the different modules individually, but all you really need to do is go into this link here. This is the main link to MindTap, which a reminder, you'll need to buy an access card within the first 7 days. It gives you 7 days of free access. If you started it during preview week, it'll end 7 days after you started it as well. So make sure you can buy the actual e-text from the bookstore or from Cengage directly. Once you get into MindTap, you can just stay here and do all the assignments. You don't have to go back to Blackboard to click on each individual link. So all your stuff, there's a welcome area, of course. You can see some of the stuff there if you're interested in Microsoft OneNote or OneDrive access to store your data files optionally. But you can click this arrow here under PowerPoint. It's going to expand and show you all the assignments that are out there. And we start with Module 1 for this week, so I'll click on that first and expand this area so you can see what's there. And it shows you counts toward grade if it counts toward your grade. So, you have your SAM training first, you do, and then you do the reading/textbook project, because the reading is directly showing you how to do the textbook project. And then finally, once you have all your skills down and you've practiced them well, do the end of module. So that's how you navigate MindTap and this Shelley Cashman series collection. And for each week, like I said, we'll be going in and doing the assignments this way. And you can, I'll click on one, for example, to give you some basic understanding of the training. If we click on the training, left mouse clicked with a button, you can check your system and make sure you're compatible. And it shows the compatibility here. It gives you a little bit of a warning or note about screen resolution. They're just recommending that you have 1366 by 768 or higher. So, but that's really not an error. So we can just exit out of that. And I'll go back into MindTap. That was already open. So then you can just go under here and textbook project again. Oh, not textbook project. We wanted the training. So we'll just click start. And we're going to see that there are 44 tasks for this particular program. We can just hit observe, practice, and apply. Observe will just tell you and show you how to do it. Practice still tells you how to do it, but it will also interact with you and show you how to do a task.
When you create a new presentation, you can choose to start with a blank presentation or one with an applied template or theme. If you create a blank presentation, you can apply a theme later.
You can speed up the text.
Click the PowerPoint icon on the Windows taskbar.
Or you can hit text for textual explanation. And then it shows you, highlights what you need to do. So you click the PowerPoint icon in this example.
PowerPoint opens and displays the...
Now I just paused it. And once you get done with all the tasks, you can click Submit. And it will complete the grade for you and show you your grade. That's how you do trainings. I just want to show you a little bit about the SAM textbook project and the end of module. Basically, it's going to give you instructions through the reading. Every module has a reading, so it just clicks. You can click on that to do the reading. Then you can download your file by clicking the file here, and you can open it up or download, and you can store it into whatever folder you want. You'll need, if it has support files for a project, you need to download each of these as well. And once you have it downloaded and have completed the assignment, you can hit continue, and then take your completed assignment and just, if you had a PowerPoint here, you can just take that file. Let's just pretend that's a PowerPoint, and you would just drag it right over to it. And then you would click submit, and it'll grade it for you. So once it's done grading it, you can go into your grade book and actually, if you got a bad grade, you can actually view the project afterwards from your grade book. You just click on the individual assignment grade, and it'll offer you to view download or view the project that was graded, and it'll give you feedback on how to fix your assignment. So hopefully it gives you a little bit of detail here on how to do this stuff. And I'll definitely be around for emails and can help you out when you get stuck. So please send me emails, with your questions. And I can be available for Zoom appointments as well. So we can have Zoom visual meetings, and you can share your screen to show me what's wrong, or I can share my screen to show you how to do a particular task. So that should get us going. And thanks for choosing this course, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Have a great rest of your preview week, and remember, this class starts on April 5th, Monday. Have a good day.